I'm here for you live in Washington, D.C., the most beautiful, safest city in America since President Trump has got here. We got lots of going on today. Great to have you with us, as always, in the phone lines here, always open for you. This is a community, and it is for you. We want to hear from you. Truth and clarity right here. You want clickbait? Got to go to Alex Jones or one of the other nonsense clickbaiters. Can't help you there. But if you want the truth, you are in the right place. And I thank you for joining us today, especially our 5 a.m. Central Time at 6 a.m. morning. It's been with me for 15 years. Very loyal. Thank you. We're going to rock and roll today. As always, calls right here. 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-5646. Well, we're going to go to Texas first and then Iran and around the globe. But we got a great lineup for you today. We've got so many people on. Tim Graham from Media Research Center is going to open us at 7. Grover Norquist, 7:15. John Gordon, one of my hosts, on Saturday at 7:30. Greg Plasinski, running for Congress in Kentucky. He's going to be with us. Morgan Griffith, 8 o'clock. Chris Rose, West Virginia, 8:30. The Peach Crew, 9 to 10 in Atlanta. We're going to be rolling with your calls. Let's start in Texas. Let me announce that Texas has ended in one day so far. Got a runoff in May, but they've basically ended in one day the George H. Bush, George W. Bush establishment legacy. Crenshaw, Dan Crenshaw, the only Republican congressman in Texas, not endorsed by President Trump, goes down in flames. He's leaving Congress after his term expires. See you, Dan. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Thanks for coming. Right? Another Bushy, another moderate, do nothing, out. This is a complete, again, MAGA takeover of the Republican Party. The Republican Party, as you know it, no longer exists. Now, we still got the vestiges in there, like John Thune and others, talking about tradition. But this thing is about to end. And Texas, once again, leading the way. Now, here's what's going on in this Senate runoff in Texas, right? Right now, it's going to be a runoff. John Cornyn and Ken Paxton virtually tied. Cornyn at 41.8%. Ken Paxton at 40.8%. So basically, it looks like 3,000 votes, 3,100 votes separating Paxton and Cornyn. That means the two of those will be in a runoff in May. Now, here's why Cornyn is toast. There's nothing. Let's let Chris LaCivita pull this one out of the bag. Chris, I love you like a brother, baby, but this is going to be a heavy lift because Wesley Hunt got 13.5% of the vote. Now, if you're voting for Wesley Hunt, why on earth are you going to vote for John Cornyn? Most of those votes going to Paxton, coupled with the fact that in a runoff like this, who is it that turns out? The most motivated candidates. And they're going to be for Paxton. There is zero chance that Cornyn wins. They will have to go negative so bad on Paxton for that. And what does that do? I mean, I went through that in what was it, 2022 with Oz and McCormick. And Jeff Rowe, the consultant for McCormick, spent $40 million going negative on Dr. Oz. What did that do? It rendered him incapable of winning in November. So why would you do that? Paxton is going to be the nominee. Ken Paxton is going to get to the Senate. Ken Paxton is going to lead the charge. And we're going to get rid of the filibuster. And he's going to be raising hell. And that's what we want. We're done with the John Thune, I'm a traditionalist. I want to protect the traditions of the Senate. We don't care about the traditions of the Senate. We want action, action, action. That's why we want to get rid of the filibuster, go to a talking filibuster, let the Democrats talk, pass, open the DHS, open the government, and one day pass the SAVE Act, done. Have fair elections. Democrats will never win again. They can't win if they don't cheat. You know it, and I know it, and they know it. That's why they're fighting this thing like crazy, and Schumer is laughing his tail off at John Thune. Laughing. He can't believe it. Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate, Mark Warner, Tim Kaine, they're laughing their tails off. They can't believe how ridiculous this guy is because they know that 90 minutes after they get power, they're getting rid of the 60 vote cloture rule. So they're laughing. I mean, they're like, we can't believe this. It's like, why don't we go play the lottery and go play the Powerball? Unbelievable. So we got a runoff going on there. When you get to the Democratic side, the Associated Press has called this race for James Taralico and beating Jasmine Crockett by, about looks like 8 points. He's got about a 700,000 vote lead, right? No, let's see, 100,000 vote lead. I don't know what it is. 1,174,000. Yeah, he's got 174,000 vote lead. AP has called that for Taralico. Crockett winning Harris County, Dallas County by 20. She won that by 20, and Tarrant County by 11. That was about it. Most of those, though, went to Taralico, who's a far better candidate for the Democrats. So this is going to be a competitive race, but you got to fight to win. So I'm not afraid of a competitive race. Look, all we've had is competitive races. Every race that Trump had is competitive. Every MAGA candidate's competitive. I'm not afraid of a competitive race. Are you? I'm not. Lace them up and lace them tight. Let's go. Would you rather waltz in with John Cornyn, who will do absolutely nothing? Or would you rather fight like hell for Ken Paxton, who is 100% MAGA, that's going to get something done in there, like getting rid of the filibuster and other things? Your choice. Is it going to be close? Yes. Are you going to have to work hard, get on the phone, knock on doors? Yes. Is he going to waltz in? No. Are the Democrats going to spend $1 billion? Yes. Same thing in Georgia. Lace them up and lace them tight. This is not for the squeamish or the faint of heart. We're at war with Iran. Let's go. So Crenshaw out. No math here. I'm just telling you right now, there is no math for John Cornyn. There is no math. And they're going to have to go scorched earth on Paxton. And I think President Trump picks up the phone and says, Chris, this is just a bad idea. Because we don't want to tarnish. He's going to win, and now we're going to tarnish our candidate. So go positive. Spend all the money you want. Make all the money you want, and whatever you're doing, make all the money you want. Spend all the money you want. Go positive. Tell everybody why they should vote for Cornyn. That's fine. And he can win, and that's fine. But to go scorched earth and negative on Paxton, bad idea. Because it's going to bite you in the butt come November. Been there, done that with Mehmet Oz. Not a good plan. This is why I'm for ranked choice voting in primaries. This thing would be over. Paxton would be the winner because everybody's Wesley Hunt's second choice would have gone to Ken Paxton. So this would be over. No runoff, no money. The people that say ranked choice voting in primaries don't favor the MAGA candidate don't understand how this works. I am sorry. This is not Alaska. If this primary was ranked choice voting, your nominee would be Ken Paxton and the race would be over. Because if you voted for Wesley Hunt, your second choice was not John Cornyn. And I don't know, probably if you're Cornyn, Hunt would have been your second choice, but it didn't matter. So, and certainly if you voted for Paxton, Hunt would have been your second choice. So you would have been able to have two choices there. Paxton wins. Over. No money, no runoff, done, MAGA wins. This is what we're not getting about the opportunity for ranked choice voting in Republican primaries. General, no, disaster. Well, we have it here in Washington, D.C. It is what it is. You got to play by the hand you're dealt here, right? But this thing would be over. Done. Zippo. So just food for thought. I know everybody gets upset. They hear ranked choice voting. They call it rigged choice voting and all that because they go back to Alaska, and I get it. But I tell you what, we ought to do a poll here. This is the next poll we ought to do is in Texas. But I don't see any math here. Any math for, it's almost like Cruz when he got in the runoff in, 2014. I remember him saying that Tuesday night, get me in the runoff, I'm your next senator. I think he ran against Dubinstein or the lieutenant governor, establishment guy. And he came in second, and then he crushed him in the runoff. Same thing is going to happen with Paxton. Cornyn is going to get crushed. And let's hope the Team La Vida does not go negative on Ken to such an extent that it hurts him in the general against Taralico, who is the Democrat nominee. There's another runoff as well, and that is for Attorney General. But that's a little tougher for Chip Roy. He got in the runoff, but he's way down. That's going to be very difficult for Chip Roy to win. Here's the good news: you never have to hear from Jasmine Crockett again. She'll get a job on the View. Good riddance. Good night. Have a nice day. Hope things work out in your communist view. But a nasty woman. Oh, by the way, she was saying that people were cheating. I thought the Democrats say they don't cheat, but she was saying they were cheating. Oh, I see. So if you lose, okay, so basically what she said is Taralico cheated, okay, even though the Democrats say they don't cheat. Taralico cheated, and she said, if you don't vote for me, you're a racist. Okay, so 1,174,900 voters, Democrat voters in Texas are racist because they didn't vote for her. She got crushed. But she can't run for Congress, so she's out. Hope things work out. 888-480-JOHN, 888-480-5646. Great news coming out of Texas. Oh, we're definitely doing a bus tour there. Speaking about bus tours, did you know that we are pumped because we're going to CPAC? The bus is going to be there too. You can sign the Trump bus. Conservatives, it's time to take the movement to Texas, baby. The John Fredericks Show is heading to CPAC USA 2026 in Dallas, and you need to be there. What else you got to do? What are you doing that weekend? Drive, fly, plane, boat. Well, you can't get there by boat. Helicopter, balloon. Everything is bigger in Texas, folks. And CPAC 2026 is going to be no exception. Join me in Dallas on March 25th to 28th for the largest gathering of conservatives in the country. Patriots, leaders, and grassroots warriors come together to shape America's future. CPAC Chairman Matt Schlapp is bringing the fight straight to the Lone Star State, right in the middle of this runoff. Powerhouse speakers like me, I'm going to speak, yay, bold ideas and the energy to win in 2026 and beyond. And here's the other great cool thing. The Trump bus is going to be there. So go down to the expo, sign. It's going to be there. It's going to be fun. Don't sit this one out. Be in the room. Be part of the movement. Got to go to Dallas. Get your tickets now. All you got to do is go to cpac.org, cpac.org, and I'll see you in Dallas. Folks, cpac.org, and we are fired up. Okay, we're going to get to the phone lines, 888-480-JOHN. Before we do that, let's go to number one here, Tyler. Let's roll this. This is Marco Rubio shooting down one of the libtard reporters that I got to deal with today at 1 o'clock in the briefing room, basically saying this is my press conference, not yours. Roll it. Take a listen.
Just a second. I want to just clarify what you said. Because you said clarify. Well, but you said I would give that.
No, but you have to read. If you're going to read the whole thing.
But your quote is about we knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that would precipitate an attack.
Yeah, no, I understand. But listen,
forces.
All right, but let me understand.
That's what.
Yeah, but I had a very specific question from that gentleman, right?
The president said.
Hold on 1 second. I asked
he may have forced Israelis.
Okay, but let me answer because this is my press conference.
Sure.
Okay. You asked me, I was asked a very specific question. So you guys can misrepresent it, but I was asked a very specific question yesterday. The bottom line is this. The president determined we were not going to get hit first. It's that simple, guys. We are not going to put Americans' troops in harm's way. If you tell the president of the United States that if we don't go first, we're going to have more people killed and more people injured, the president's going to go first. That's what he did. That's what the president will always do. He will always put the safety and security of our men and women in uniform and of all Americans before anything else. He's always going to do that, and that's what he did here. In addition to that, I would argue that this threat from Iran, they are hiding behind these missiles and hiding behind these drones. They wanted to reach a point where you couldn't touch them, and then they could do whatever the hell they wanted with their nuclear program. And there was no way in the world that this terroristic regime was going to get nuclear weapons, not under Donald Trump's watch.
So the U.S. attack has nothing to do with Israel. It has nothing to do with Israel.
Go ahead.
It's my press conference. Shut down CNN. Listen, Rubio's nailed it, right? This whole thing. Trump acted first. It is what it is. This is MAGA. If you're not going to protect Americans, what is America first if you're not going to protect Americans? I mean, smarten up, people, right? All these clickbaiters telling you, oh, the MAGA movement is split in half, and there's, Trump said no wars. What is he supposed to do when you're posed with an imminent threat that is going to kill Americans? What, you stand there and hope things work out like Biden and Obama did? And all of them did? Clinton, Bush, Bush, the other Bush, Cheney, the whole bunch of them. None of them did anything, including Carter. Nobody did a damn thing. Trump said, I had enough. Soon as they told him Americans are at risk, game over. I don't know what you say. Well, that's not America first, John. Protecting Americans from getting slaughtered is not America first? Like, what planet do you live on? Well, another war is not MAGA. It's not a war. It is an incursion. It's a limited war. We are going to take out their Navy. We're going to take out their ballistic missiles. We're going to take out any opportunity they ever have to have any nuclear weapon. We're going to take out their ability, their money, so they can't fund Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, gone, cut off. We're going to blockade their oil so they can't be selling it cheap to China and Russia. Hurts China. Can't get the money there. How is this not America first? I really don't get this. Other than you want to serve up clickbait, or you really have nothing else to say. How is protecting Americans and American interests not America first and not MAGA? I don't get it. I don't know what else is MAGA than make America great, and you're going to do that by not getting us killed. And yes, people are in harm's way, and nobody wants to see that. And our military is tough, but they'll have no Navy. They'll have no oil to sell. It'll be blockaded. We're going to open up the straits. I'm going to play Trump's clip in a minute. He said that. He's done with that. He's just done with this. And they'll have nothing. I hope they change the government. I really hope the Iranian people seize this opportunity to bring peace and prosperity to their nation, peace, love, and prosperity, and some kind of a government that is not going to harm their people and make them prosperous. And feed them and get them water and, educated, and they can live a life. I hope they do that. But we don't control that, folks. We don't control a government they select or what happens. All we control is what they do to us and what they do to other countries that are allies. So these people are madmen. They don't care about death. They don't care about dying. And we're going to continue to take them out. And like Rubio said right there, but we haven't even begun. They're going to be hit harder, like 10 times harder than they were. All that's coming. We're going to wait until it's in our best interest. We have great military advisors now. We have great generals. The whole woke thing is out. DEI is out. We're going to do this war to win and wipe their ability out to harm Americans or anybody else. And I don't know why that's not America first. I just don't get it. So I don't really care what Rand Paul says. I don't care what Rand Paul says. I don't care what Massey says. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't care what any of them say. I could care less. I care what President Trump says. I care what Marco Rubio says. By the way, that press conference with that guy's a beast, dude. I mean, I tell him that guy is a beast. Phone lines open, 888-480-JOHN. See you, Johnny Cornyn.